Alright everyone, I want to welcome you all back to some more Trails Through Daybreak. As of this video, we managed to complete another chapter thus far, and I gotta say, it was pretty difficult due to the usual challenging boss fights, but not to mention the excessiveness of it all. But we managed to make it through, and we'll continue on from there. So if anything else, hope you all enjoy. Thank you all for the love and support, and let's do this. Alright, let's start working on those story missions, shall we? You couldn't have timed your arrival better. Ren, we weren't expecting to find you here. You want something from us? The opposite. I have something for you. A little piece of intel. Do you have to go blabbing to them about it? Hey, don't spoil our fun, Killjoy. Ladies don't like it hard-ass. Excuse me? Alright boys, simmer down. Now it's not the time for mouthing off. So what's this info about? To the surprise of no one, Almada was behind the explosion in Anchorville. It sounds like it's a mess out there right now after word got out that Almada had corporate help. Yeah, a lot of high-ranking bracers are stuck there right now trying to sort everything out. Honestly, I'd really rather be out there right now, but we're tied up here. Yeah, after yesterday, we're not leaving anytime soon. Indeed, I'm still positive that the attack in Anchorville was just a diversion. Basil has to be their main target. In fact, we know a little more about their agents who unleashed the Archaisms in the city yesterday. I strongly believe it was the same duo you met in Longport. Them again? Viola and Alexander. They caused a ton of trouble back in Longport too. That's certainly not good. That said, we shouldn't have to worry about them here now that Marduk is in town. How many men have they got? You're talking just one area or the whole city? They have enough people on the ground to rival a large Jaeger Corps, and with vastly better equipment. Their chief of security in particular, he's a real force of nature. Of course, I imagine you all know that pretty well already. Kasim. Yep, Gramps here described him as one of the strongest Jaegers to walk the earth. It's funny, guy's got this baby face. He doesn't even look 30, but he gives off this vibe like he could kick your ass into next week. At any rate, the city's in good hands with him patrolling around. We still gotta figure out what Almada's plotting next though. Speaking of, you confirmed those two you encountered yesterday were connected to the gardens, correct? Yeah, said they were overseers. That checks out. They got 4 units and an overseer in charge of each one. The 2 of them seem to be connected to Almada differently though. Melchior is both an overseer and a high-ranking executive in Almada, but his cohort said that she was only a contractor. Talk about complicated. Wonder what story there is. We're not much the wiser than you guys there, unfortunately. What we do know is that the most monstrous mafia and most vile assassin to ever live have joined hands, and that ain't good. Indeed. After we have Basil taken care of, we'll need to devise a strategy for dealing with them. Have you managed to learn anything more about what Almada is up to here? Unfortunately not. If anything, we're hoping you might have a lead on where Professor Callaghan might be. I wish it did, but I'm not too familiar with the geography of this area. I tried to see if I could find anything on the net, but they covered their tracks unfortunately. Sorry for coming up empty-handed. Don't worry about it, it really wasn't going to be that easy. Aside from that, my only other advice is to keep the Septium veins in mind. They're more relevant than you might think. The Septium veins? I recall Rosette mentioning those recently actually. They do have a tendency to affect the orbital network in particular. At first glance, they appear unrelated. We had no way to prove that they were at all related, until a certain phenomenon in Crossbow demonstrated the 2 can affect each other under the right conditions. This incident here is eerily reminiscent of what happened a year and a half ago. It's just my hunch though. Well, that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, thanks for the pointer. Well, we're gonna get back to tracking down Callaghan. What are you 3 up to? We'll be doing the rounds to keep the city under control. We can't just leave it all to Marduk. Yeah, they're good, don't get me wrong. But they're even shadier than you guys are. I don't trust them. I'll be helping out too until there's some other development that demands my attention. I need to keep an eye on all the other students as well. Excuse me. We're all waiting here for you, Agnes. Odette and Albert too. Don't forget that, okay? I won't. Please be careful, Ren. Alright, so that takes care of that. Don't want to talk to you right now. Alright, so... we got there. Wait, is that upstairs? Hold on. I gotta check. That is... no, that's actually... it's right nearby, honestly. Like, right over here. Hold on. I might have to take the stairs here. And then I should be... Yep, over here. Oh, Professor Cronkite. Oh, there he is. I'm glad we didn't have to go on a wild goose chase to find you today. Ah, if it isn't the Spriggan. You look like you have something more to discuss with me. Damn right we do. I imagine you're already privy to the situation, so we don't need to bring you up to speed. Right now, we're trying to get everything under control ourselves before the government intervenes any further. So that's why we wanted to ask you about. Me? What exactly do I have to do with all this? I will admit my curiosity is piqued by the developments here. Marduk is an interesting wrinkle in the story, as are Professor Callaghan's, shall we say, inadvisable efforts. I do plan to stay and watch how this all pans out, but as I said yesterday, can you at least let me finish before dismissing me? I've had to face a lot of hard truths over the past few days. I've been made to realize just how lacking I am and how much I still have to learn. I know that's impossible to rectify all of that overnight, but there are still things I want to protect no matter the cost. All I want is for your feedback on a hypothesis of mine. I won't ask for any more of your help than that. Go on. Professor Callaghan all but lives in the network now, but that goal of his contradicts the actions he took. One thing doesn't add up to me. Why did he simply let the Mafia destroy the Aurora? That's a good question. I agree. That is an obvious contradiction. If they intend to use weapons of mass destruction, they must figure out how to invent and produce them. They simply don't exist yet. Professor Callaghan's AI only solves one part of the problem. Even with functional blueprints, there are no means to produce them. The AI is essential in their research efforts. It holds more computational power than any other machine in Basel. And if they no longer have it, that begs another question. How would they produce these nuclear weapons without the means to invent them? An astute observation. Can't say no, can you? Something tells me you wanted to help him out all along, in spite of your crotchety old man act. I am simply giving him the feedback he requested. It will be up to him to prove his theory, though judging from what I've heard so far, he'll find the answer soon enough. Yang. You are correct. People do not grow and change overnight, but having watched you, I can see how you've matured over the years. I look forward to seeing how you grow into a well-rounded scientist, just as Professor Hamilton did. Thank you. I will. He really is like a brother to you, huh? He's more helpful than he wants to admit. Curious where he's going after he leaves Basel, but I guess that ain't my business. I agree. And besides, it's not our place to tell him how to live his life. We need to focus on our own work right now. You're right. One more, right? One more over there. Alright, before that, I kinda wanna... Alright, gift card workshop. Is that where I want to go? I think so. Bracer Guild, no. Quarry Tavern Inn, no. Yeah, let's go to the workshop for now. I want to see if I can get some better equipment. Open up some slots. I don't know if that's the spot. Give it another look. Come it real thorough this time. Yes, Chief. Is something wrong? Anything we can help with? I wish it was that simple, but nope. Ain't nothing you folks can help with. Guess it wouldn't hurt to fill you in, though. What, parts for that weapon prototype went missing? Yep, we found it out when we were looking into Callaghan's disappearance. Most of the parts are still here. It's not like the whole thing's up and vanished. But there are little bits and pieces of our inventory missing. Our order sheets don't add up. And we haven't been able to find the missing parts anywhere. It's not just a few of them either. We're missing huge chunks of inventory. Too much stuff to count. Well, that's a bit alarming. You're talking about that weapon you showed us earlier, right? Yeah, that definitely ain't good. And you're right. I don't know how we could help with that. It smells like an inside job to me. No way the world famous gift card workshop was just lost track of inventory like that. Damn straight. A lot of us here know about the weapon, but it's still a highly confidential project. We've taken extra steps to make sure nothing gets out. And of all the times, this had to happen right after I went and mouthed off to Taozan. Shameful, I tell ya. You order parts online, don't you? I remember you showing me how that system worked. Do you think this inventory shortfall might be related to the network problems the city's been having? Our youngsters suggested the same thing. It's not entirely off the table, no? I just like to think we were being more careful than that. How could we not be given everything going on? That's understandable, yeah. I find it hard to believe it was just an accident with how careful everyone's been. This feels premeditated. Yeah, with all the weird shit going on, it's hard to chalk up anything up to coincidence right now. There's just so much going on. We'll keep an eye out for any leads about your parts though. Thanks. Man, I'm sorry folks. You've got enough on your plate without us and our stupid supply hiccups. We're still trying to find Callaghan, but we haven't got any good leads yet. Our best guess is that he's somewhere off the beaten path. Might have holed himself up somewhere on the purpose even. It does sound like a good guess. Well, if you learn anything, let us know. We've got a lot of info to work with now. Yeah, but I can't wrap my head around how it all fits together. Maybe talking it out will help. Is there any place we can chat in private? You can always head back to the inn. Actually, how about you all come to my place? You won't have to worry about people listening in there. Oh no, we couldn't impose on you like that. I really don't mind, and neither would Professor Hamilton. It's her house, but I'm the only one who lives there right now. Cool, we'll take you up on your offer. Kinda curious to see the home of one of Epstein's 3 disciples. Oh, I wouldn't expect too much. It's just a normal family home. Anyway, we can head over there whenever you like. Alright, cool. Now, before we do that, you.
The orbital net's out of whack.
Alright, what do you have here, dude? Anything else to buy? No? Alright, I guess we're good. Alright, where are we off to now? The very end over here. Okay. This is cinnamon coffee, huh? Kinda has a different fragrance to it, but it's not bad. The professor's a big fan of it, so I've had it a lot. I've heard it's pretty popular over in the Central East. Yeah, I drink it a lot back at home. Always with milk, though. I can see myself getting addicted to this fragrance. It pairs perfectly with the chocolate, too. We got ourselves a little slice of heaven here. Will someone put a sock in this guy already? You're a big fan of sweet things, huh? You seem to like the ingredient, too. He can't help himself, I'm afraid. It feels so strange to have this place to be so lively again. I've been the only one here for so long now. Yang and Essie are so busy with their work that they can only afford to drop by every once in a blue moon these days. That's too bad. So you were still really young when you were adopted by the professor? That's right, though I'd rather skip how it came about. Even though we're not related by blood, she's treated me like a real grandchild. As soon as I started taking interest in technology and absorbing anything I could, she would always find time in her busy schedule to teach me. After that, I started visiting the observatory a lot because that was where she did her research. My interest in astronomy then led to Yang and Essie teaching me all kinds of things along with her. I was a complete nobody, and yet they chose to make me part of their family. They seem like absolutely lovely people. I can see why you're so desperate to protect everything they left behind in their absence. But I failed. The Aurora was destroyed, Rosette suffered just to keep me safe. I don't know how I'm going to be able to face the professor when she comes home. Like Rosette said, there's a lot of people around who love you. This might be a good time to learn to lean on them a little more. You are not alone, Katra. Yeah, I'm coming to realize that too. I thought I'd learned that lesson when we all came together to finish Fio and Zeros, but apparently I was a few steps away. I could never have done that on my own. It took Grant's help, Yang, and Essie's help. Even Professor Callaghan played a pivotal role in getting the job done. Really? Professor Callaghan helped make your orbital drones? I remember hearing that he used to stop by here despite being Hamilton's rival, but it's still hard to imagine. You all only know him as he is now, but like I said yesterday, he wasn't always like that. He was the leading figure in the field of engineering science. He even designed a whole lot of the current Republican Army's weaponry. He used to be something of a rival to Professor Hamilton and us, but both sides fully respected one another and took it as a way for all of us to grow. It's because Professor Callaghan and Professor Hamilton joined forces that they were able to create the Aurora too. Actually, what is it? Why did he run off? I found it! That looks a lot like the Aurora. Yeah, not exactly the same, but pretty damn close. It is. It's part of another idea that was considered during the planning stages for the Aurora. It was to be one half a twin core system that was modeled after the left and right sides of the human brain. The two systems would perform totally different calculations in tandem with one another, much like our brains do. In the end, the budgetary constraints meant that only the Aurora was completed, but a prototype version of the other system was made. So then there's effectively a prototype of the central computer from yesterday out there somewhere. I did think it was weird that they did destroy the Aurora considering their endgame. But if Professor Callaghan was one of the developers behind the whole project, it'd make sense if he gave him the prototype too. If we assume that is the case, that'll significantly help in narrowing down where it could be now. Could you give me a hand in finding the other documents you have on it? Of course. Just tell us what you want us to do. I guess I can put the work in. But if you can't pinpoint where the thing is after we find all the stuff you want, we're gonna force you to run butt naked to Basel. Yeah, whatever. Agnes, I need you to find a map of the septium veins in this area. He sure picked himself up fast. He's a hell of a lot more grown up than you are, that's for sure. Ort Abandoned Factory. I think that's our place. That's the place where a lot of the research leading to the last generation of gunships was done, right? The area was sealed off a while ago because it was so worn down, but you really think we're gonna find our target there? I'd say the odds are about 90%. I tried taking the waveforms of the distortions in the orbital and energy supply networks, then combining them with the map of the septium veins. The only place that matches that data is big and quiet enough to hide a device of the Aurora's size. And it's still close enough to Basel to interfere with the orbital network. Nowhere else is as good a match as this. That's some confidence, but I don't think it's misplaced. This area matches everything we know so far. An abandoned factory far from civilization seems like the perfect place for Armada to use as a hideout. Well, what are you doing? Congratulations. Or congratulating you on the job well done. I'm sure even the genius professor would be impressed by your efforts here. I wouldn't be so sure about that. It's just a guess right now. We won't know for sure until we make our way over there. Well, we've come this far. Time to finish this leg of the race. I agree, it's 2 p.m. already, so we don't have much time. I think we should let Ren and the Guild and the CID know what we're doing. The abandoned road linked to the factory is on the bottom level of Newtown, on the other side of the locked gate. My certification card will get us through it. I'm ready to leave as soon as you all are. Got it. We'll head on over as soon as we're ready then. They informed Ren and the Guild and the CID that we're going to make their way to the Ort Abandoned Road. Perfect. Now before that, as per usual, quick save. Ort Abandoned Road. Man, this place looks old. You think those airship parts lying around? They're covered in moss too. It looks like this road really hasn't been used in quite some time. This isn't really an area I come to. Geological surveys have confirmed that there is a large septium vein running under here, however. Man, look at this! Tire tracks from a big truck, huh? They look pretty fresh. It must have been carrying something real heavy. Maybe... Oh! We're on the right track then. And there's that phenomenon. It has to be resonating with the green genesis we saw. Alright, time to get this over with before the CID and the Guild make this their stomping ground. Right, we need to hit them while they're off their guard.
I'm not going to do anything reckless anymore. So come on, you two. While the professor's away, it falls on us to... No, that's not why I'm here. I'm here to protect what I hold dear. And with everyone's help, too.
Both the engineering skills and mental development of Katra have reached the required parameters. Unlocking the S-Class offensive program. Dagama Driver.
Is this a technique that helps you two move at high speed while in sync? I think the professor told me that Yang and the others helped her develop this a while back. Kinda neat that they designed it to unlock new functions as their user grows. I agree. It's really cool. I don't get how it works, but yeah, it is awesome. Even all the way out here, they're still supporting you. That must be feeling nice. Yeah, it does. And now thanks to them, I'll be able to contribute even more in battle. Let's get going. The abandoned factory should be just ahead. Oh, finally. He has an S-craft. Alright. Enemies afoot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's going to be a bit. Alright, let's see what enemies we got here. Hi, you.
Let's get to work.
Don't forget about your charge attack!
Nope.
I did it!
Beautiful. Look at that big one over there. What are you? Hi.
Gotcha. Let's get to
No?
work.
I pressed it. I pressed it. Oh, I should. Come on.
Show them what you're really capable of!
Take this.
Like that. Yeah, punk. Nope. Oh, how'd you? Oh my God, how'd you get me?
I won't lose.
Thank goodness you missed. All right, let's let's do
Let's party.
your you.
Satellite jump.
Thanks, pal.
I'll take that. Man.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen again, dude. That much I
This'll
promise.
Show me what you got.
Mm,
This'll hurt.
Give them your all!
Sword crush. Make it count, Aaron.
Activating skill.
Down, sucker.
A chance!
ooh, okay. Were you weak against? Oh, perfect. All
Let's
right.
party.
Escape route secured. Activating skill.
Ow, jeez.
On yes.
All right, that hurt.
That's how it goes. I'm just getting warmed up.
Perfect. All right, all these new enemies so far aren't so bad. You just gotta be careful. Like that, because I'm never careful.
Show them what you're really capable of!
Take this gun.
We're not done yet!
Hi. Oh man, I gotta start healing. What is wrong with me, man? All right, we'll do. Nope. Gotcha.
Unleashing shard strike!
All right, what can we do here? What? Fine.
Too slow. It's go time.
All right, how are you doing? All right, you're about to go down.
Activating skill.
Sucker.
A chance!
Hmm.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Here's our chance.
Activating skill.
There we go!
Oh, these figures look excellent.
You kicked some real tail.
All right, let's avoid these characters for now. We
Enemies
only need to
sighted.
fight them.
Be careful.
Says we're almost there. Well, sure is an abandoned factory, alright. Yeah, it looks really old. It's reacting even more strongly than before. Must mean the other Genesis is being used as we speak. Which, from all we know about the professor's research, means we need to hurry. Right, let's find a way to infiltrate the building. And here I thought we were there already. Oh my goodness. Machines.
I'm on it! Don't forget about your charge attack! Launching ambush.
Get him. Alright, that's pretty good. I'm
This'll
gonna
hurt.
go heavy.
Let's party! Keep moving, Van! Stay put!
Ow, blew him up. See that?
Nice. That went great.
Oh, there they are there too. Look at them. Gar in the chest.
Shit, Van!
Let's go. Oh, almost had me, buddy.
Boost gauge fully replenished.
You snooze, you lose.
I don't appreciate that. Let's do it
This'll
again.
hurt.
Actually, let's go here. Get them both.
Keep moving, Van! Stay put!
Go, Catra!
Get them.
Sucker!
On yes!
Activating skill.
Sucker! They're down!
Oh, you're down.
Activating skill!
Sucker!
I think I've grown a little.
Nice.
Oh, looks like a chest.
Give me all the good stuff you can give me. Let's see, what else is here? Oh, this.
You're a true professional, Van.
I don't see any... Okay. I thought I saw another chest here, but I'm wrong.
I'm on it. Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Get him. Oh, no, you don't. Nope. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Good. Hopefully I got some nice data.
Yeah, he did. Try to get me too. Not today.
Combat over. Processing data.
Good. And thank goodness for that.
Best point found.
That hits the spot.
Alright, let's save again. Alright, let's go.
Oh, look! There it is!
So that's gotta be the prototype terminal we came looking for.
That's right. The one that would have formed part of the twin core system. It's presumably been connected directly to the septium vein, granting it the ability to pull resources from all over the region. I doubt even cutting it off from the net would stop what's already begun. I can't believe he made such a system.
It does sound like it wasn't easy, that's for sure. My man poured a lot of sweat and blood into this. Color me impressed you managed to find this place. That's some excellent sleuthing, Arkwright Solutions.
I am also rather impressed that you did so without your Marduk concierge.
Nothing to it. We could smell the stench of your filthy scheme from 1,000 Selge away.
Besides, we didn't do it without Reset. She's right here with us, in spirit.
I did not intend for my statement to cause offense.
Still, this development wasn't exactly in the cards. What are your thoughts, Professor?
A most tedious turn of events indeed. Why must you insist upon hindering my research? No, I know the answer. You simply cannot stand the fact that I'm about to surpass your dear teacher's achievements. But the completion of this most supreme formula is nigh. My grand ambition realized, humanity will leap forward into a new future. I will thank you not to interfere.
Oh, Professor.
We're up against a super advanced AI that replicates one of the greatest minds in the country. Now that he's not held back by his body, he doesn't even need to rest. He can work at full capacity at all times. This might be worse than that computer from a year and a half ago. At least that one didn't have a genius's brain in it.
And all of this is made possible by that green Genesis. All of this to try and create weapons of pure evil.
Dear, oh dear, young lady. Do try and see the big picture here. Military research has been a force that drives scientific development and civilization advancement since the dawn of its time. Our orbital communications technology and the airships we rely on are both fine examples of that. No, the nuclear weapons I seek to create will one day help bring about peace. Both as part of a larger puzzle in creating energy sources far more efficient than modern orbital energy. And as a true deterrent to erase war for good. None would dare be the first to pull the trigger when every country has nuclear weapons.
Yep, he's sure as hell gone off the rails.
Even if all that happens, all you're gonna spread across the world is fear. That ultimate weapon created in Crossbell a year and a half ago was built on the same logic. So if that reasoning had anything to it, why didn't that pave the way to peace first?
Don't compare my most noble research to that product of mere coincidence.
Please stop, Professor. We've heard enough. There are lines no researcher or engineer should cross. Human experimentation, biological weapons, brainwashing and mind control, gene editing. Manipulating the atomic structure of matter through fusion reactions risks creating energy beyond our control. We already have a stable energy source in the form of orbital energy. There's no need to dabble with something so risky. That was why the Institute decided to ban researching it. And other colleagues and workshops abroad followed suit. How could you do this when you are the one who taught me all of that?
All pretty words, but a desire to taste the forbidden fruit is what makes us human, is it not? The magicians of the Dark Ages didn't let taboos get in their way. Going back further, you even have events like the Great Collapse painting how wild the times were. Tell me, is it fun forcing your own sense of morality upon everyone else?
You're twisting my words. It's true that science and engineering are about learning to understand the laws that govern this world. But our goal is to do that as the humans we are at our core. We don't achieve anything by casting aside our humanity, the relationships we've made, the society we've built. If we do that, then the entire foundation that inspires our search crumbles. That's why we have to draw a line in the sand. It's the only thing standing between the noble ambitions of those in our field and the heinous abyss that awaits those who cross it.
Those were Professor Hamilton's. What idiocy. Your reasoning is as naive as hers.
If you really think so little of Catra, why did you call him?
I'm so sorry. I screwed up. Please, stop this. They want my...
Just before becoming an AI, you were filled with regret, weren't you? You wished you'd never gotten involved with the Mafia and been compelled to cross a line no human should. After so much mental anguish, you regained your senses and realized just how far you'd gone. You tried to fight back against them, didn't you?
What nonsense is... I would never...
That call does make a lot more sense when viewed in that light. But there was no resisting this, and the conversion went ahead anyway, leaving only an empty vessel behind. I ain't got a clue if you even remember your last words after what happened to you. But if you're a recreation of the real Professor Callaghan, surely you can at least understand them. I can't imagine someone so beloved by many, who even rivaled Professor Hamilton, couldn't.
Man, Agnes.
Are you done? This is getting rather tedious. Congrats on spouting baseless speculation to the last word, all without a shred of hard evidence to back it up. It's going to take a lot more than that to sway someone who cast aside the very shackles of mortality. Oh, it's no skin off my back if you decide to just throw up your hands and give up now. If you no longer care about the government casting you aside, or getting revenge on that impertinent Professor Cronkite, or achieving the ultimate honor of surpassing the likes of LaToya Hamilton, of Claude Epstein even. If you're set on forgetting it all, of rendering all your effort, sacrifice, and humiliation for nothing, I won't stop you.
You must be joking, Melchior. My resolve will never falter. Not when the answer I have dreamed of for so long is close at hand. No, I would damn myself before I ever thought to back down. I will not let all I've suffered be for naught.
Professor.
We almost got through to him.
That's fine. Just means we're doing this the hard way.
At the very least, we need to get that evil imp out of his ear.
Yeah, then we might finally be able to have a proper talk with the guy.
You're surprisingly cocky for a group that struggled before you were a man down. Think I'll break out the big guns. I wouldn't want to disappoint.
Then I will release my first limiter as well. Ishtanti, engage Dominatus mode.
It doubled its wings from 2 to 4.
Sure bodes well for us.
Well, we ain't turning back now. Time to settle the score.
Right. For Reset 2.
With me, Theo, Zeros. We're gonna put a stop to all this.
Understood, Katra.
Time for you to focus.
Now, leap into my loving embrace.
Engaging Dominatus mode. I cannot guarantee you will live.
Stop right there!
Yeah.
I hope you like this.
I won't lose.
Already hitting us hard. Okay, well, first and foremost,
Over here, you little demon.
Shield, protect everyone. Ben!
I don't want to use it too soon, but I kind of have to as well.
Aren't you coming?
Got a whole slew of them.
All out.
Over here, you little demon.
Brace yourself. Vandalize! Raid!
Loose gauge.
Go,
Trigger
Katra.
unlocked.
Alright, Katra, what you got for me?
Ready when you are.
Too soon. We're gonna do. I'm not gonna heal you yet.
Keep it up. It's working.
Activating skill.
Zeros, get to work! Aaron!
Alright.
Make it count!
Keep it up. It's working.
Make it count, Aaron. Blazing
Yeah. No.
Like hell you are. How's this? Tear you apart.
Holy shield.
A chance.
Okay. Perfect.
Full boost. Go all out.
Ready when you are.
I'm thinking what I want to do. Okay, so
for you!
It's go time!
Alright, let's use this now.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Blazing blast! Get going, kiddo!
Let's not use it yet. Let's make sure they're good to go before we use it. I want to go after him first, though. First, let's go and do a little bit of a healing thing for us right now.
Aren't you coming?
Theo, we need help.
You saved
I'll take that.
I will pierce you. Aurora Wing.
Ha!
A chance!
Alright, perfect. Now we'll try out his thing for the first time. That's unfortunate.
Energy output at full throttle. Activating skill.
Let's go, Zeros. Lance mode activate.
Ooh.
Dagama, driver.
Boost gauge limit exceeded.
Perfect. Alright, now we're gonna go here. Oh, he's still being targeted by what?
Let's party!
Oh, what's the matter?
Here's a little more. Got a present for you.
Ah, damn it. Again with that nonsense.
Dispatching shield.
How's this? Tear you apart!
You'll pay for that.
Oh, I'm labeled too? Okay, let me get out of this.
Go all out! Keep it up! It's working!
Alright, let's try this again.
Got a whole slew of them.
Activating
Think
skill!
fast. Take it.
Draw their ire.
Stop right there.
Good job,
I will
thank you.
pierce you.
Miss.
Aurora Wing.
Oh, that was 1,000. Damn.
Dispatching shield.
Let's get serious.
It's go time!
Alright, cool.
Energy output at maximum.
Going all in.
I'll crush them all at once!
Let's
Energy
get
output
all
at
of them at
maximum.
once. Yep.
Activating skill.
Out with a bang! Soar for me!
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Stop right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that.
Take you on.
Solely focused on us. Now we're gonna do. No. Let's do.
Going all
What
in.
should I do?
Listen, heal over on our direct. How is it reaching you?
Aren't you coming?
It seems like it's coming. Alright, so let's save innocent heal for another moment.
Oh, what's the
I will
matter?
do stay here.
Boost level maximum strength.
Alright, what I will
Make it
do
count.
then is this.
Initializing drive.
Perfect. Use this, and then I will go and use this.
Show me what you got!
I'll slow you both down then. How you like that? Hmm?
Give them your all!
You're not getting away.
Blast off!
Activating skill.
Zeros, get to work.
Are you done? No? Damn.
You'll be sorry for that!
No. Alright, we can use this. I'm gonna.
Is that all?
Eat this!
Activating skill.
Have some of that!
Got her.
That's how it goes.
Well, what'd you expect?
I did it! We did it!
Oh, you'll pay dearly for that.
They're more synchronized this time. We must respond in kind.
Now's my chance to...
What?
Shit!
Get down!
When did you arrive?
Not a moment too soon, it would seem. Is everyone all right?
Ren?
Hell of an entrance. Well, here's a big player I didn't expect. Last I'd heard, you retired. So what brings the Society of Ouroboros' former enforcer number 15 here?
What?
An enforcer? Like the direwolf?
I'll thank you very kindly not to bring up a lady's buried past before an audience, Overseer. I didn't want to turn up uninvited, but you didn't leave me much choice. Not when you have opted to deploy such an underhanded trick where my friends were headed.
That outline looks eerily like a...
Should have known.
a humanoid robot!
It's an assault frame! So this is where all those missing parts ended up.
And it put the Genesis in its chest, too.
Why can't you just be silent and leave me to my work?
That sounds like...
Couldn't be. Professor Callaghan?
I am so close to perfecting the divine formula I seek. So stop with your incessant meddling!
Crap. So he's inside that thing now?
I'll keep these two out of your way. You focus on the assault frame.
Have it your way.
Well, lucky us. I'm sure you'll be a real ball.
Ren!
She'll be fine. We need to focus on the job at hand. Cutting edge as this thing is, it looks like they were sloppy in putting it together. Focus on the back of the joints. We gotta force it to the ground so we can get the Genesis out.
Right!
This will be eliminated!
So you expect me to fight this thing as is? Oh my goodness. Okay.
Here I go! Jabril guard!
A chance!
Alright. Let's get him on my end right here. Come on after me.
Think fast.
Take this! Go time!
Alright, no.
Now's a good time to boost.
Hold on.
Going all in.
No.
Cypher, activate.
Alright, we're gonna...
Activating skill.
Gotcha!
Stay where you are!
Ow. 1,000 again.
There!
Stay where you are!
Bring it on.
Not as bad as it could have been. But...
Eyes all of you!
I mean, I can afford to use one, right?
Let's party!
But...
This'll hurt.
let's do this.
Keep it up! It's working!
I thought I had your back. What happened? No? I don't? Alright then.
Give them your all!
Stay put.
How the flying hell did you
Go
miss?
time!
Energy output at maximum.
Get him.
Time for the main event! Vandalize! Raid! Go time!
Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
992, not bad.
That's far enough.
Activating skill.
Too slow!
We gotta keep building up our CP. Flare jamming. That's not bad.
I'll take you on.
Ha ha ha.
Pulverize all of you!
No, it's not enough. Let's do innocent heal on everyone. Go.
Innocent heal.
Thanks, I'll take that.
Firing cannon!
That should have missed.
Go time!
Alright, fine. Get him.
Activating skill.
Here's a little more. Here's our chance.
Boy, oh boy.
Activating skill.
Too slow! Take that!
Good
blast.
job.
Bam!
Go all out.
Let's party!
Keep attacking me.
Over here! All for you!
Have all that aggro spent on me and me alone.
Activating skill.
Too slow!
Alright, keep it up. Boom. Hey, I thought I had you attack me. Alright,
That's far enough.
that's the goal you wanted to seek. Perfectly fine.
Gotcha! It's go time!
Hold on a second. Let's do this.
Make
Alright,
it count.
we'll
This
do
sucker!
that. Go.
Activating skill.
Falcon Talon!
Good job. Oh, sheesh, no. Oh, good job, that missed. For the most part, I'm glad I
Pay
missed.
for that.
Okay.
Activating skill.
Have some more!
He's going down.
Sorry.
You'll be sorry for that! Eat this, sucker!
Activating skill.
He's done.
Falcon Talon!
It stopped moving.
How do you like us now?
That was quite the performance.
No. It looks like we're only just getting started.
What?
A Genesis.
It's drawing energy directly out of the Septium veins.
Yes.
Damn it! Get back, kiddos!
I will complete my formula, and there is no one who can hope to stop me!
Ha! There you are. Come on, hop to it. Let's go.
I can't believe you.
What is this space? And that hollow is...
Not another peculiar catalyst. Well, I guess it's not a big deal. Will you bear the nightmare, or...
Like I'm gonna say no.
At least let me finish my line! Sure, swell! The Grendel's all yours!
All right, here we go.
So that's it.
There it is.
A real sight, huh? I get a rush every time I see it. But it might have met its match with an enhanced giant robot.
What am I seeing? Is that Van?
We'll explain later. Right now, he needs our support.
Limited blaster. I'm not gonna lie, I half expected him to come out on the first time we fought him, not the second. But okay.
Time for some payback.
Limited blaster.
How's your chance to boost, man?
Alright, fine. Rapid on. We'll go with heavy strike. Limited blaster. Okay, we'll do. Alright, we'll do motor raid. What?
Let's party!
Alright, fine. Limited blaster it is. Followed by. Oh boy, strong. Alright. Yes. Why not go all out already? Get it.
Got you! You're screwed now!
That should be an instant kill, man. Unfortunately, that's not the case, so we're gonna have to go with this. I'm gonna strike him.
Activating skill.
There! Here's our chance!
Okay, you too. Really? There you go.
Activating skill.
Too slow!
On yes!
Alright, next. Jabril guard on all of us. No. Jabril guard on all of us.
Keep your guard up.
Yes.
Shield, protect everyone!
Stop right there!
Not as bad. Oh, that sucks.
You'll be sorry for that!
Okay, good. Now we're gonna.
Activating skill.
Here's a little more.
Get going, kiddo!
Alright, now we're gonna do Satellite Cure.
Show me what you got!
Theo, we need help!
I'll take that.
Time for some payback.
Alright, next up. Alright, let's do this. Alright. We'll go with Rapid Onslaught. Heavy Spike.
Make it count!
Alright, get him.
Activating skill.
Unleashing full strength. Lance mode, activate!
Dagama, driver!
This can't be happening!
Boost gauge limit exceeded.
Okay. Get.
We'll take that. Full boost.
No. Alright, your full boost. Alright then, fine.
Let's party!
Alright, let's do with Mortal Boom. Followed by Howling Roar. Followed by Limited Blast.
You're finished! You're gone!
Stop right there!
You'll be sorry for that!
Activating skill.
You're not dead yet?
Dispatching shield.
And I'm guarding her too, look at that.
Dispatching shield.
I'll take you on.
I should hope so. But for now, let's do a little bit of Innocent Heal.
Grab the light. Innocent heal.
Thanks. I'll take that.
We'll take that.
Perfect. Mess up. There you go.
Full boost.
Alright, good. Now we're gonna go with Savage Blade, Howling Roar, Limited. And you're dead.
No escape! You're gone! Unbelievable.
Well, what'd you expect?
I did it.
I think I've grown a little.
Gap Hollow Core.
We did it. Huh.
That was incredible!
Stealing shit like a pro.
No! What is it doing? Why did it stop? There was only 0.03% left to go. I was so close!
Professor Callaghan.
So that's what a Genesis can do, as well as his.
I cannot help but feel mildly fascinated.
All that hard work up in smoke. The boss isn't going to be very happy. I hope you have a plan to make up for this.
Melchior, do something, please! There is only 0.03% remaining. If it doesn't finish, all of this was for...
An unfortunate situation indeed. So, how does it feel? How does it feel to know your research, your entire life, was just rendered meaningless? You tried so hard, even throwing away your humanity. But an incomplete work is nothing but worthless garbage. So how does it feel? Tell me! It's too bad. He would have been much harder to break, but maybe I should have turned my charms on Professor Cronkite instead.
someone be so evil?
You have wasted enough time mocking him, Melchior. The police embracers are almost here. It is about time we left.
Oh, true. I suppose we should.
Target sighted.
What the? Just what happened here?
Au revoir. We will be taking our leave now. But we will have our revenge for all the time you've made us waste here.
It's no good. I can't stop the system from falling apart. I can't reconnect it to the orbital net or another energy source either. Supporting such an advanced AI is just too heavy a burden.
But that means he'll... I'm so sorry. The Genesis isn't reacting to anything anymore.
It's not your fault, Agnes. There must be a way. I'm just not seeing it.
It's fine, Silesian. I'm just paying the price for my foolishness. I crossed the line that should never be crossed. And tried to realize a weapon of pure evil. I allowed myself to be led astray. I have no one to blame but myself.
But... Professor!
I am moved by how much you care for me, even after all I've done. Perhaps you are the right person to entrust with this task after all.
What task?
At this rate, I will have failed as a researcher and died for nothing at all. So, please, don't let this all have been in vain. I may have failed to perfect the formula needed for fusion, but I discovered many others in the process.
Oh, all these formulae.
I believe them to be, as of yet, undiscovered formulae with peacetime applications. Analyze this terminal after I am gone, and you may be able to secure them.
But, Professor, that...
It's not gonna be easy to make use of finds from a technological singularity.
That's putting it lightly. We're talking technology humanity wouldn't have reached on its own for decades. We'll need more than one genius around to make sense of it all.
I feared as much. Cronkite likely won't be able to manage the task alone. If only there were one or two more like him around. If only she were here.
I wish I could tell you not to underestimate me, but I, too, know my limits.
You're...
Young?
Cronkite, I have...
I will refrain from commenting on all that transpired here. To we researchers, all that matters are results. However, you were able to catch a glimpse of something we all, at the very least, feel a small yearning for. That does have meaning.
Yes, I suppose you're right. My time here is at an end. I leave the rest to you and the many promising youths around us. May you forever remain on the forefront of Calvard's... no, the world's.
I will follow my own path, wherever it may lead me. Though I do intend to make some use of the formulae you leave us.
As do I. We won't let your work be in vain.
What?
Who's that? Oh.
The professor is back.
I'm home, Theo, Zeros. I'm sorry for being away for so long, Catra.
Bran!
If it isn't Professor LaToya Hamilton, one of Epstein's 3 disciples.
In the flesh. I've never had the honor of seeing her in person before this.
I am so glad we made it in time.
Oh, Callaghan. You damn fool.
Esmeralda, Giscard, and Professor Hamilton. I didn't know you were back.
I hurried back to Calvert as soon as I learned what was transpiring. It saddens me deeply to have to bid farewell to a fellow researcher and associate like this.
As someone who admired and sought to surpass you, those words mean more to me than you could ever know.
Rest assured that we will use what you have left us. Cronkite and I will see those formulae analyzed. We will all see to it. Esmeralda, Catra, your other assistants, and the artisans of Basel as well. You did so much to further the city's development and held it so dear. Now we will use our strength to nurture yours.
I'd like to believe that ZCF can help in some way too.
I see now. This is what I should have done all along. I feel like in my last moments, I've solved the most difficult formula of all. Thank you, Professor. Thank you, Silesian. And thank you to all who stand with them. Now, I leave with no regrets.
Farewell, Professor Callaghan.
May you find peace with Adios above.
So that's how the pieces have fallen. Could we have made use of nuclear weapons? What do you think?
No. If anything, they are something that would put our very existence in danger. They're a forbidden weapon that renders all tactical analysis and strategy meaningless. That Almada has their eyes on them speaks of how much of a threat they really are.
Then we're agreed. Quite the unexpected development this was. Enough to pique the Society's interest as well. And now, we're to await Ms. Twining's return for the sake of our midterm goals.
I will provide all the support I can in the meantime.
The Institute of Science claims this formula will allow for a more efficient extraction of orbital energy from septium. Experts believe that the new discovery will have a significant impact on technological development in Zemuria going forward. This revolutionary breakthrough was made possible by the late Professor Callaghan as part of his last work.
They really pulled it off, didn't they?
Yeah, in no small part because of Ren and the rest of them. Sounds like the genius professor left Basel as soon as the work was done, though.
That CEO's gonna be in for a fun time now that he's lost 2 of his smartasses.
Maybe. But it sounds like this news has got Vern's shares shooting straight up. Professor Hamilton's back for now, too, so he can probably breathe easy for a while.
I'd heard so much about her, but it was such a surprise to actually get to meet her. She's such an amazing lady.
She really is. I couldn't agree more.
So you're Lilia's granddaughter. You do resemble her, not just the way you look. I can see you also possess her kindness and strong spirit.
This is one of my great-grandfather's diaries.
This brings me back. I would catch him writing entries from time to time. Oh, this here. This one is about me, Gerhard, and Albert. I still remember that time like it was yesterday.
Well, I only met him once back when I was a youngster. Makes me nostalgic thinking back on it now.
I don't mean to interrupt your reminiscing, but those words toward the end are rather ominous. I can see why it inspired you to risk so much to collect the Genesees.
Yes.
Else all that we know will come to an end.
I can't imagine it's meant to be taken any way other than literally, especially when you consider how the Genesee have been used so far.
Yeah, the kind of shit they're capable of almost feels like a bad joke sometimes.
So far, we've managed to gather 5 of the 8 Genesees. But do you think it would be better if I left them in the hands of you and the other disciples?
Yes.
No, I think there are too much for even us to handle. If they truly are experimental apparatuses that Professor Epstein somehow created to gauge the world, then, and this will sound rather unscientific of me, it's as if destiny willed them to be in your hands. I plan to stay in Calvard for a while, so I'll get in contact with Albert and Gerhard about this. Fortunately, we happen to have someone else who knows both of them right here with us.
I'd be happy to serve as a mediator between all parties. We have much to discuss about the West Simuria Tech Union as well.
I will also do what I can to help Reset. Is everything still in order with regards to attaching Reset's new parts, Esmeralda?
As in order as can be. Our prospects were already bright with her being such a capable engineer, but with you, they'll be even brighter.
Me and the other artisans will be happy to pitch in with any precise adjustments, too. We'll see they aren't even a millerage off.
And I'll help too, of course.
I don't think we have anything to worry about with this many people on the case.
Yes, it really is wonderful to see.
Well, can't say I give a damn about Marduk at the end of the day. Reset's a different story, though. She's one of the team, so take good care of her, if you don't mind.
I don't mind one bit. You said your name was Van, I believe. This may be a strange favor to ask, but I'd like you to look after my teacher's dear descendant. It would mean the world to me. And if you could please look after her young friends. But you were planning to do that even if I didn't ask, weren't you?
You got me. I'll do what I can to meet my obligation as their employer, at the very least.
Van.
We save his ass way more than he saves ours.
Is something wrong, Catra?
It's just... I'm so happy you're back. I am. But I wasn't able to do a thing in your absence. I feel like such a failure.
Catra.
You've been sleepwalking these past few days or something? We couldn't have dreamed of dealing with this whole mess without you. You are our guide through and through.
We never would have thought to go to that factory without you. And I doubt we could have gotten through to Professor Callaghan either. We owe everything to your efforts and perseverance.
Plus, your orbital drones were a huge help.
You weren't too bad for someone who still looks and thinks like a kid. So, you know, good job on this one, or whatever.
Why do you always gotta be so far up your own ass?
See now? Not just anyone can be blessed with so many in their corner, you know.
Thank you for all you have done in my absence. It's good to be home. I've missed you, Catra.
Yeah, but not half as much as I've missed you, Gran.
By the way, Agnes, did you manage to finish your report on your visitation to Basel?
I most certainly did. The others in my group helped a lot too, and we ended up receiving some very positive feedback from the school. Though I'm happy Ren was willing to cover up so much for me. No, happy isn't what I should be saying, is it?
The old fart's broken moral compass starting to rub off on you, huh?
I'm being careful not to go too far. I don't want to end up like Van.
Hey.
Oh, we're almost done with the roasted chestnuts.
I look forward to these every year. Their fragrance and soft texture really hammer home that fall is here.
Here you go again. Took the last of them too, you bastard.
Don't worry, we have another batch. Hello. I hope I'm not interrupting.
Oh, hey.
A lovely day to you all. I'm here to resume work once more.
Reset!
That's our maid. 3 o'clock on the dot.
You're all good now then?
I'm the picture of health, thank you. Professor Hamilton, her students, and many others took excellent care of me. My new artificial limbs are a vast improvement over my previous ones even. I can see I've had you all very worried. I'm so very sorry.
Oh, Reset, of course we were worried.
We're so glad to have you back. Welcome home, Reset.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
We've got a solid chunk of work that's been piling up, including managing the pay coming in from our last job. You got time to help me out with it right now?
All the time in the world. Oh, but first...
Agnes Ferry located.
Theo?
Whoa! The hell?
Zeros?
Down, Zeros, and come back here, Theo.
Petra, what are you doing here?
He came along to make sure everything was how it should be after all the work that was done on me. Though he has something else he wishes to discuss in addition to that.
It's a bit cramped, but there's a wired connection to the orbital network here at least. I should be able to work in this environment.
What?
Don't tell me.
That's right. I'm going to be helping out around here for a while. I'll admit that Professor Hamilton may have been the one to recommend it, but the final decision was mine. All of you remarkably captured my interest during our time together. Not just because of Agnes's Genesis, but because of that Grendel and Mare too.
I suppose no one can blame you for that.
I'm also concerned on a broader level. Basel doesn't appear to be the only place where criminals are misusing tech for nefarious purposes. So I think Arkwright Solutions is going to need its own technical advisor, don't you?
That's, actually a good point.
A very good point. While I am well versed in modern technology, my field is software, not hardware.
Those black and silver thingies would be good backup in a fight, too. What's it gonna be, Chief?
Screw it. What's one more at this point? I'll introduce you to our landlords later.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to working here.
Oh, but Reset, Catra, you've got to try the roasted chestnuts. They're super soft and sweet.
I'll go and make some more coffee for us too.
You served me well in Basel. We could have had quite the crisis on our hands if events had been allowed to play out as our foes wanted.
Thank you, sir. Though I believe most of the credit goes to our agent in the field and the Principality's representatives. I will admit that I did not anticipate you hiring Marduk to act when they did, however.
They will do whatever you ask so long as the price is right. It makes them rather convenient in times like these. There are advantages to their being a neutral organization beholden to no government, even if using their services requires an objective mindset. I imagine you can see their merits as well, Professor Cronkite.
I do. At least they are competent, unlike a certain superior of mine that I could name.
I don't disagree. The time is long past due for Vern to appoint a new CEO. We can maintain the status quo as long as Professor Hamilton remains in the Republic. But as soon as she departs, we will indeed make the necessary arrangements.
I see no issue with that timeline.
Now, as we previously agreed, I think it's about time you got to work. After all, this project will bring about massive change to the Republic, to the entire world. Nothing will be the same after the Republican Army's Zeku space base is completed and in operation.